Good morning, everyone. This video is for Thursday, March 19th for Geometry Honors. And the topic for today is how can we find the orthocenter of a triangle on the coordinate plane? So first we need to know what is an orthocenter. An orthocenter, which we've done a lot this year already, is where the altitudes in a triangle meet. Okay, it is a set of coordinates. Okay, it will be coordinates. Okay, so how can we find the equation of the line containing the altitude to side AB in triangle ABC? Well, to do that, we are going to, first I'm going to need to have all the coordinates. So the coordinates of A are -1, 4. The coordinates of B are 5, -2. And the coordinates of C are 5, 6. So I'm going to find the slope of AB. I'm then going to do the negative reciprocal of the slope of AB. And then I'm going to do, using point slope, I'm going to use point C and the negative reciprocal of AB, and that's going to give me the equation of the altitude to line AB from point C. So the slope of AB, which we know is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So it would be -2 minus 4 over 5 minus -1, which is -6 over 6, which is -1 over 1. Okay, -1 over 1. So now the slope of the perpendicular would be the negative reciprocal, so it would be +1 over 1. So now I know the slope has to be 1. I'm going to use the point C, 5, 6. So I'm going to do y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Y minus 6 equals 1 times x minus 5. Y minus 6 equals x minus 5 plus 6 plus 6. Y equals x plus 1. That is the equation of the line containing the altitude to side AB in triangle ABC. Okay. Now, what are the coordinates of the orthocenter of triangle ABC with coordinates A, B, and C as given? So, how many do we have to do? How many altitudes? Just 2 of them. And then where they meet will be the orthocenter. I used to say, when my son was memorizing this years ago, I said, when you go to the orthodontist, you have an attitude. Attitude looks like the word altitude, and altitude, orthocenter, orthodontist, altitude is the orthocenter. Anyway, I'm going to plot the 3 points on my graph. A is 2, -1. B is 8, -1. And then C is 6, 5. I'm going to draw the triangle. Now, this is very nice because one of the altitudes is really easy to get the equation of. The one from C to AB. Because it's a vertical line going to a horizontal line. So if I just draw that and then figure out what is the equation of that line, it's x equals 6. So we said the orthocenter is where the altitudes meet. An altitude is drawn from a vertex perpendicular to the opposite side. So the altitude from C is actually the equation of the line x equals 6. We're going to use that, x equals 6, and plug it in to the x in the second equation to help us get the coordinates. So, the altitude to AC, well, I need the slope of AC, and the slope of AC is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, 5 minus negative 1 over 6 minus 2 is 6 over 4, which is equal to 3 over 2. The slope of the perpendicular would be the negative reciprocal, which is negative 2/3. So, the equation using, this is 2AC, so if it's 2AC, I'm using point B. I'm using point B with the negative reciprocal of the slope of AC. So, y minus y1, B is 8 negative 1, y minus negative 1 equals negative 2/3 times x minus 8. Y plus 1 equals negative 2/3 x plus 16/3. Subtract 1, and we get y is equal to negative 2/3 x, and then 1 minus 1 is the same thing as minus 3/3, so it becomes plus 13/3. So that is the equation of the altitude to AC. Now, I'm going to take the x equals 6 and plug it in to the x here. So I get y equals negative 2/3 times 6 plus 13/3. Y equals negative 4 plus 13/3. And negative 4 over 1 is really negative 12 over 3 plus 13 over 3 is y equals 1/3. So now, using the x is 6 and the y is 1/3, we now have our coordinates. The coordinates are 6, 1/3. So it would be there on the graph. If I drew it in, they would meet at 6, 1/3. So I'll do it here. Anyway, just to show, it would look like that. Okay. So now, that was not a very long lesson. It takes all, off from the one we did yesterday with centroid. And tomorrow we're going to be doing circumcenters, which really is the same type of thing. So we did the front page. All you have to do is the back page. There is only one problem, but you have to find the orthocenter. And just so you know, the answer does have a fraction in it. The y value is a fraction. Just like in this one. It's okay. The x value is not. The y value is. That one problem on the back of this sheet is due tonight by midnight. Okay? The one on the back on the sheet is due tonight by midnight. I hope that you're all doing well. It's a tough time. No one likes to be stuck in their house all the time. But let's be thankful for all that we do have. I miss you guys. And I will be sending out another video tomorrow. Have a good rest of your day.